What's up, baby love? What's going on, folks? Tap that screen if you're coming in here. Make sure you get the taps in. Make sure you get your heart me's in. If you're coming in here, everybody get your heart me's in. That gets us pushed out in the live. What up, Hot Grammy? So make sure you're doing all those things, because when you do those things, it gets us shared out. Come on, tap that screen. We got 10 people in here. Everybody tap those. Yep, get those taps in. Get the heart me's in. I'm just getting started. Sorry, I was out running errands for myself and Coach Shauna. Haven't been out since her operation day, so just making sure that I get out there. What's up, Kim? And run some errands for us. What's up, Tootie? What's up, Jules? What's going on, Sue Lopez? Smash those likes if you can. Also, please share the live out at least 1 to 2 times if you're coming in here with 1 to 2 different people. Easy, because we can get up to 100 shares then. And then just share throughout, okay? So try to do that for me if you can. What's up, Marissa? What's up, my Miami boss? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Charlene? Let me get this thing shared out. Yes, keep sharing. I appreciate that so much. And get your heart me's in. If you are getting your heart me's in, thank you so much. I appreciate it. What up, Mama Cat? What's up, Nikki J? Heather, thank you for the heart me. Just Michelle, what's going on? Everybody tap those screens. How are you? Great to see you, Mama Cat. Brenda, thank you so much for the heart me. Get those heart me's in. That is very important that we get up to about 500 heart me's. Body Snatch, thank you for the greeting hearts. Appreciate you so much, Body Snatch. Mama Cat, thank you so much for the heart me. LP Camp, thank you for the heart me. Y'all are fucking doing awesome already. So the latest news. What's up, Damaris? Everybody that liked those 2 videos too, thank you. I'm going to put some more videos up either this evening or in the morning. I wrote an article over on SUB Stack about the state of the economy. I'll get into that too. Mama Cat, thank you for the popular. What's up, Nickel? Keep sharing the live. We got about 70 people, 75 people in here already, which is awesome. I like when people come in here. I think I figured out how to get people in here early. I know why they weren't pushing me out. I figured it out. But you know what? Thank you so much for the happy Friday, Kim. Win Kim in the chat. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, I set the little giraffe up top. We got some cool packages up there. So we got some much cooler gifts than normal. So check that out. Giraffe is what I'm starting with today. Share the live, tap the screen. So Abrego Garcia, Pam such and such, a.k.a. Pam Bondi. What up, Ron Zazok? Appreciate you so much for the heart me. She announced that Abrego Garcia is back in the United States. What's up, Dolphin? Apparently he's being charged with federal crimes, though, which is interesting. Tanya, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the heart me. Dolphin, thank you for the heart me. Tanya, hope the hubby is feeling better today, resting up, getting all the rest that he needs. Hopefully he is listening in with the kingdom right now, listening to the high yeller feller, a.k.a. Obama's nephew. So hopefully that can soothe his soul a little bit. Thank you, Dolphin. Thank you, Summer, for the Thank God It's Friday. You know I speak fast. I talk quickly. We have a lot of current events to talk about. Oh, yes, the Elon Musk Trump drama is not over. What's up, Deb Jackson? Coach is doing well. Like, she didn't sleep great again last night. So it's just the first 2 to 3 days I heard like bad. So it has been, this will be the 4th day today. So we're hoping she gets some better sleep tonight. They're desperate to make him a criminal. Exactly. Yeah, needs rest is right, Tanya. Thank you, Dolphin. Yeah, keep sharing the live, too. 1 to 2 people. We already got 100 people in here, which is fucking awesome. Keep that up. Yeah, they're trying to... Oh, Marissa, thank you so much. Look at the beautiful giraffe. See, we are in the kingdom. We are in the African kingdom. Thank you, Don Vito. I appreciate it so much for coming in. Win, Marissa. Drop that Marissa sticker real quick. Hold on. I'm going to shut this door because my voice carries. Hold on. In case Coach Sean is taking a nap right now, we got to make sure. I love the giraffe, too. Thank you, Mike, for the heart me. Thank you, Cece. So, yeah, Abrego Garcia lands in the U.S. after a mistaken deportation in out to El Salvador. So everybody's saying that Trump isn't complying with orders. Here is another example of Trump complying with an order. Yes, it took 2 weeks. No, it took 2 months. So it took long for him to comply. They brought Abrego Garcia back after laughing that he wasn't coming back with Bukele. Thank you, Deb, for the mic chat. He's back in the United States. 1 second. Woo, thank you. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Big sneeze there. Yeah, so he's back in the United States. The problem is now Pam such and such. Dolphin, thank you so much for that beautiful giraffe. I appreciate that so much. Afterlife, thank you so much. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you, Nickel, for the bless yous. Body Snatch, thank you for the bless you. Damaris, thank you for the bless you. Mama Cat, thank you for the bless you. Heather, thank you so much for that hat of joy. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Tanya, for the bless you. CC as well. What's up, Ruth? So, He's the man at the center of a political and legal mainstream debate after he was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. CCOT. What's up, Shannon? Pam such and such made up a bunch of charges. Exactly. I'm going to get to that. What's up, Shannon? What's up, Maggie? Maggie! Holly, thank you so much for the heart. Me appreciate that so much. He has been returned to the U.S. to face charges related to transporting undocumented migrants, according to an indictments unsealed on Friday. Okay, so it sounds like some bullshit. But the good thing is, even if you're mad about those charges, he has his day in court, okay? So the government's job is to prove it. And we've already seen the courts, the judges haven't been very, let's say, forgiving to the Trump administration because they really haven't been able to prove shit yet. So this doesn't sound like anything related to the gang they said he was associated with. Now he's transporting undocumented migrants. That's all they can come up with. Maggie, thank you for the Go Popular. Thank you for the budding heart. Mad Catter, thank you for the heart me. Patty, thank you for the heart me. Y'all are doing awesome in here. Thank you so much. We're already up to 150 people in here. I think I unlocked the key as to why I wasn't being pushed out immediately. Tanya up north, thank you for the heart me. Mad Catter, thank you for the popular. Now that we have about 150 people in here, everybody, if you can do me a favor, thank you, Maggie. Drop that Maggie sticker. Isn't that giraffe beautiful? Drop the Maggie sticker in the chat, please. Drop the Ball and Marissa sticker. If everybody could just share that the live like twice with 2 different people at least. There's a little right arrow at the bottom of your screen. Thank you, Shannon, for the giraffe. Win Shannon in the chat. I appreciate that. Stormy, thank you for the Go Popular. Just share it twice. We got 150 people in here. It's easy. Yeah, everybody has at least 2 followers, 2 friends that they're following. You could share it, okay? Quishant, ooh, Terry. That is beautiful. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Win Terry in the chat for the diamond tree. I love that one too, Terry. Love that one, Terry. I absolutely love it. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. What's up, Cookie? What's up, OC? So, the stunning move, which had been quietly planned for several weeks, could provide a much-needed off-ramp for the Trump administration. This is according to the New York Times, which has bitterly opposed the series of court orders to take steps to release him following the wrongful removal on March 15th. Win Terry in the chat for that diamond tree. It's beautiful. Yeah. So he listened. It's another example for everybody saying he's not complying with court orders. The fuck he isn't. This is another example. Yeah, this is another example. Just like when the Supreme Court said you can no longer deport migrants, Venezuelans to El Salvador because on the Alien Enemies Act, he turned that fucking bus right around that was headed to the airport in, what town was it in Texas? I don't remember what town it was in Texas, but he turned, Abilene. Yeah, he turned that shit right around and didn't deport those migrants. So another example of him complying by a judge's order, okay? Again, it took 2 months for him to actually fucking listen and return him, but they're saying this had been planned for weeks, for at least 2 weeks, 2 weeks. The 10-page indictment filed in the Middle District of Tennessee also represents a potential effort to save face. It's bullshit. They don't want to look like they made a mistake. They're going to lose this shit too. First of all, didn't he live in Maryland? What's with the court case being filed in Tennessee? Bringing Mr. Abrego Garcia back to face criminal charges rather than complying with the dictates of 3 federal courts, including the Supreme Court, allows the White House to avoid an increasingly difficult legal confrontation. This is still going to be a difficult legal confrontation. They listened. They brought him back, no matter what he's trying to charge him with, while enabling the administration to press its own claim he is a dangerous criminal who is worthy of removal in the first place. So they're not going to have anything. Watch. They're not going to have anything. It's going to be a bullshit case. And Abrego Garcia, because this has been such a major case, he's got attorneys. So this is going to be difficult for them to prove. So we'll see what happens. Pam Bondi said he's landed in the U.S. to face justice. Well, he hasn't faced justice yet. You deported him illegally. So it should be interesting. Since the start of the case, the administration officials have sought to depict Abrego Garcia, a metal worker who has lived illegally in the United States without incident for years, as a member of one of the violent street gangs. Okay? That's where he was pulled over. I thought he was living in Maryland because that's where Judge Zinnis ruled that he must be brought back to, and she was wondering what the Justice Department was doing to get him back. Rob, you're late, bro. 178th, Rob. Come on, Rob. Step the game up, buddy. What's up, Helen? Thank you for the share. So we'll see what happens. The charges filed against him in federal district court in Nashville accused him of belonging to the gang. Okay, so they're still making the claim with no fucking evidence, and taking part in a conspiracy to transport thousands of undocumented aliens across the United States. Really? Really? Yeah, the only camera footage I've seen of him on video, he was with workers headed to a fucking job, and it wasn't thousands of them. It looked like it was under fucking 6 of them. So I don't know what the fuck kind of evidence they're going to have. Probably not a lot. His lawyers said they welcomed their day in court. I would too. And pointed that the government's decision to return him to the U.S. undercut its long-standing efforts to keep him in El Salvador, which is good. Today's actions proven what we've known all along, that the administration had the ability to bring him back and just refused to do so, said Andrew Rossman, a lawyer for Mr. Abrego Garcia. What's up, Debs? What's up, Myra? What up, D-Town? D-Town. The only thing that we do really as mods is if a taquito comes in here and all they spam is Trump 2024, Trump 2028, or whatever the fuck they spam, just mute and block them. Sometimes I let the taquitos engage with me a little bit in the chat. If they're not answering questions, if they have a Doge side profile picture and they don't answer questions like this, then just go ahead and mute and block them, okay? And just remove them. It's pretty fucking easy. You just click on their name, click the mute button, the block button. We'll go over it, but it's pretty easy. So welcome to the mod team. So yeah, this is going to be bullshit. For nearly 3 months, his lawyers have been trying every legal strategy to enforce court orders. Thank you, Body Snatch, for the baseball cap. Win, Body Snatch. Demanding that the Trump administration facilitate his release from El Salvador, okay? So we'll see what happens. Department lawyers have also spent weeks stonewalling an effort by Judge Paula Zinnes, who's in Maryland, who is overseeing the case, to get answers to the question of what the White House has done and planned to do to seek Mr. Abrego Garcia's freedom. Win Bobby in the chat. Thank you, Maggie, for the pride chat, for the pride flag. I appreciate that so much. We've got the giraffe up there if anybody wants to help out with the beautiful giraffe. It's an African giraffe. Thank you, Mimsy. Thank you, Maggie. It's an African giraffe for the African Knight and the African Kingdom. So we've got a diverse set of animals in here. So try to knock that out. I think we got 3 down, like what, 8 to go. We can hit that. What's up, Penelope? What up, P-Town? Tap that screen, share it alive. Also, we got 2 battles this weekend. One on Sunday. They're both cool, but the one on Monday is the one for the trip to New York. Okay, so we want to win both, of course. But register for the one that I just made an event for. It's in the bio. Go check it out. It's under events. Just check on it. View it. Monday, 6:45 Pacific time is when we're meeting. Okay, actual battles at 9:45. So go register. View it. That's the first battle for the trip to New York and the feature on on Times Square billboard. So it's like for 5-6 weeks. 6 weeks. It's spaced out. It's like 1 a week. You got your first battle coming up? Cool. Tanya, let me know when it is. I'll come in and help you out, okay? Tap that screen, share it alive. What's up, Witan? If you want to subscribe, make sure you subscribe. We lost some subscribers, so make sure that you resubscribe. Don't lose your subscription, okay? It has a lot of benefits, okay? Thank you, Maggie. I appreciate that. So we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I was listening to Quad D, Dirty Dingaling, Dementia Donnie yesterday with the Days of Our Lives drama, the saga. Myra, thank you. Look at that. Myra, isn't this package much better? Thank you, Myra. With the beautiful African giraffe. I appreciate that. Win Myra in the chat. Drop that magnificent Myra sticker in the chat. Isn't that a wonderful African giraffe? I just fucking love that. So it's so peaceful. I love the tropical environment. I love the giraffes. Monique, thank you so much. Well, the dog did it. I got to win this first. Yeah, we got to win this competition. The dog did it. Yeah, and then I could be in New York. Swish, thank you for the heart me. Giraffes are your favorite. And I love that. It's such a beautiful giraffe. So Dirty Dingaling, Dementia Donnie. Did you hear him talking about Elon yesterday? Did you hear him talking about this shit? Did you hear him saying that, well, you know, I think he misses the White House. And sometimes that happens. Maybe he has a case of Trump derangement syndrome. He actually said that. Myra, thank you so much for the Go Popular. He actually fucking said that maybe Elon Musk has Trump derangement system. That's something he actually fucking said. Can you believe he said that? D-Town, thank you for dropping that Myra sticker. Like, he actually said this out loud. A man that gave him $250 million and he wants another $100 million out of him, and he said he has Trump derangement syndrome. Has this man fucking lost his mind? I think we already know he's lost his mind. Isn't that crazy to actually fucking say that? So, you know what that fucking requires. You know what that requires. Thank you, Patty.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
You know what that requires.
This is MacDonald Carey. And
I just had to play it.
Days of our lives.
I had to play it. I mean, you know what that requires. Fucking insane work. What up, Bubba? Yes, thank you so much. Patty, drop that Patty sticker. Thank you for the giraffe. Myra, thank you for the giraffe. I mean, fuck, I just had to fucking play it. I mean, every time this gets deeper, I just gotta fucking play it. It's crazy. I gotta warn you, Summer. Sorry about that. I turned it down a little bit. You hope Elon destroys him, and I'm no fan of Elon Musk. Again, I don't trust him at all. Okay. But I just had to laugh. Yeah, get your heart me's in, everybody. We got about 220 people in here. Maggie, thank you so much for the coconut. Appreciate that so much. We already got 111 shares. That's amazing. Keep sharing the live. Keep topping the screen. In other news, jobs report came out today. There was actually more jobs than expected today. So Bureau of Labor Statistics said there was 139,000 jobs added for the month of May, which exceeded their $125,000 job expectation. But it's also like almost a $10,000 job decline. Thank you, Penelope, for the live pro badge. I appreciate that one. I love that one, Penelope. It's a $8,000 job drop from April. Okay, so April's jobs were 147,000. May's jobs were 139,000. So we've got a decrease in jobs. Again, layoffs are coming. Tariffs are coming. It's another fucking signal that those tariffs are negatively impacting the economy. And again, it's going to take a couple months for these effects to truly be felt. So that came out today. And upon that news, along with, I guess, Trump is supposed to meet with China on Monday to discuss the trade war, stock market is up today. It's down one day, up the next. Down one day, up the next. I don't trust the stock market for shit at this point. I don't think they're reading what the fuck is going on at all. It's almost like manipulation specifically tied to fucking Trump's chaos, okay? So, I'm sitting out of the stock market right now, actually, because I don't fucking trust. I don't trust one day to the next. I really do not. Love that Bannon admitted Doge didn't find fraud. Did he? I don't trust Bannon's ass either, but we all knew that Doge didn't find fraud. We knew Doge was fucking was bullshit. Trump even asked Elon, was it all bullshit? Yes. And you let him access our fucking information. That reminds me. Thank you, Maggie, so much for the giraffe. Appreciate that so much. Doge, fucking Supreme Court ruled today that Doge actually, for the time being, can access the Social Security Administration's information about us. So that's not a good thing. That's breaking news. That's like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. Supreme Court lets Doge view Social Security data. Not happy about that. In a second order, the court ruled that for now, Doge does not have to hand over internal records to a government watchdog group as a part of a lawsuit. That's fucking concerning. Yeah, that is concerning, Maddie. So I don't know what the fuck we're giving them access for. What's up, everybody? What's up? I don't know why either. Dark Side, thank you so much for the money, pew pew. The Supreme Court on Friday let members of Doge, formed by Elon Musk, who's no longer in the fucking position, have access to sensitive records of the Social Security Administration. Crazy work. The court's order was brief and unsigned, which is typical when the justices rule this was an emergency application. The Trump administration said it needed the data to root out waste and fraud and to modernize the agency's operation. What? What do you need our data for to root out fraud and waste and abuse? You haven't found any fraud, waste, or abuse at all yet with anything. Nobody's been charged with waste, fraud, and abuse. You can't show waste, fraud, and abuse. I'm not understanding why the Supreme Court allowed them to have access to this. For what? What does our information have to do with waste, fraud, and abuse? It's fucking crazy to me. 2 labor unions and an advocacy group represented by Democracy Forward Foundation sued to block access, saying that much of the information was deeply personal and protected by privacy laws. That's what I would think too. The court responded the agency may proceed to give Doge access to the records necessary to do its work. We still don't know what the fuck its work is. That's the problem. The court responded in a second unsigned order on Friday. The court handed Doge a second victory, ruling that for now, the organization does not have to turn over internal records to a government watchdog group as part of a public records lawsuit. I don't get it. I don't get it. Kathy, thank you so much. Of course, the court's 3 liberal members, Sotomayor, Kagan, and Brown Jackson, dissented from both rulings. Of course, right? Fucking of course they did. I don't know who you are, LaBelle. You got the makings of a taquito. Are you a Trump supporter, LaBelle? There's no bio, no profile picture of your face. I don't know. I'm skeptical. I have rules. If you are a Trump supporter, aka a taquito, You got to have a picture. You got to have a profile picture. You got to have the ability to turn on your camera, and you have to have sources. Yeah, those are my rules here. So, although Mr. Musk left Washington at the end of May after declining influence and increasing friction with Trump and shareholders of his own private companies, the two cases are a reminder of what he left behind. It's crazy. So we'll see what happens. I don't fucking know why they need that information. So we will see. I think we're playing a dangerous game with Doge who can't even show us what they're doing or why. All rules Trump supporters can't follow. Yeah, Maddie, I don't know. I mean, they're pretty easy to follow. You need a profile picture. You need the ability to turn on your camera. You need to provide the topic and what sources you will be using if you would like to have a conversation with me. I don't do political debates in which we go nowhere and you don't know what a source is. Yeah, so we don't do that here. Almost 50,000 likes, folks. Smash those likes out if you can. Let's get up to 100,000 likes, too. Let's get the shares. We got about 225 people in here, which is very good for a Friday. Usually my Fridays suck, so this is a good little surprise. D-Town, thank you so much. Marissa, thank you for that beautiful giraffe. Win Marissa in the chat. Make sure you drop that Molly Marissa sticker. She's out there doing big things in Miami and still tuning into the High Yeller Feller, a.k.a. the Milano Cookie, a.k.a. the Pepperidge Farm, a.k.a. the Listen Here Pal. I appreciate it so much, a.k.a. You're bald. So I appreciate it. ICE is raiding in L.A. They're raiding in every fucking city. Yeah. Thank you, Marissa. Drop that Molly Marissa sticker. You're bald. Yeah. And they're not even targeting criminals. They're targeting what? Restaurants? Fucking hotels? Businesses? These are not where the criminals are located. So once again, Trump is not doing anything that he said he was going to do. Remember, schools, yeah, pulling out fucking 17, 18-year-old kids in schools that are not criminals. Yeah, this is another example of Trump not doing a damn thing that he said he would do. Remember, I'm going to get rid of all the criminals, all the grapers, all the grapists, all of the unalivers. I'm going to get rid of all of them. He's not getting rid of any of those people. He's getting rid of workers. Makes no students. Makes no fucking sense, okay? He's getting rid of children, American citizens. It's crazy. I know, Leah, for sure. Jess, thank you for the Go Popular. 3 more giraffes up there. Y'all are doing fucking awesome. Let's keep it moving. So that's what's going on today. Oh, I wanted to talk about, too, the big, beautiful bill, because it's in the news, and that's what Elon is. That's what Elon and Quad D are beefing over. The CBO. So everybody knows what the CBO is, Congressional Budget Office. It's a nonpartisan group. GOP senators and GOP House members are now attacking the CBO because basically the CBO said that passing this bill would add $2.4 trillion over the decade to the debt and leave some 10.9 million people without health insurance. They would be removed from the Affordable Care Act, raising the political stakes for the GOP's signature domestic priority. And so this is according to the AP News, what are MAGA Congress members doing? Attacking the CBO. Yeah. Instead of denying the fucking claims, they're just attacking the CBO. They don't really have any facts to counteract anything that the CBO is predicting will happen from the spending. And so what do they want to do? Just attack the CBO. So we'll see what happens. Democrats are currently angling to halt the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, named after the president's own catchphrase, piled on with relentless opposition. He getting rid of collateral damage. You think so, David? There are evil snakes. I agree, too. In the words of Elon Musk, this bill is a disgusting abomination. That's according to Brendan Boyle of Pennsylvania, top Democrat on the House Budget Committee. I wouldn't be quoting Elon Musk if I'm him. I know right now we're happy that he's trying to expose Trump, but don't trust Elon Musk either. I'm going to make a post about that as well. Irene, thank you so much for the club power. The analysis comes at a crucial moment as Trump is pushing Congress, where Republicans have majority control, to send the final product to his desk to become law. I told you by this. In 2 weeks, no more than 2 weeks, by the 4th of July. The House passed the bill last month. We already know this in the heat of the night, just like Elon said on Twitter. But it has a lot of provisions that are fucking unrelated to fiscal policy, and they will be removed from the bill. I promise you that. Musk blindsided Congress with an all-out assault against the bill this week, leaving House Speaker Mike Johnson rushing to do damage control. The GOP speaker said that he called Musk to discuss the criticism, but he had not heard back. Yeah, Musk was kind of busy yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. Patty, thank you for the Go Popular. We only got 3 of those beautiful giraffes up top. If anybody wants to help us meet those, that would be awesome. Then we'll move on to a diamond tree or something else pretty cool. What's up, Afterlife? Thank you for the club cheers. Thank you for the club power. Share this live if you can. We got 240 people in here. Share it 2 to 3 times, everybody. Appreciate it. Share it 2 to 3 times with 2 to 3 different people, okay? If we do that, we can get over fucking 500 shares easily. And then keep getting your heartbeats in, too. If you don't have your heart me in, it's right next to my logo, top left of your screen. Getting your heart me in gets us pushed out in the live, too, okay? Gets us pushed out the For You page. So everybody get your heart me in as well. Top left, it's a heart right next to my little logo at the top left, okay? So, again, Elon Musk, when it comes to this bill, he's no hero. He wants more cuts to social welfare programs and benefits programs, okay? And he wants those cuts so he can have greater tax cuts. So don't paint him out as a hero for saying this bill is bad. It is bad. Elon would like it to be even worse. Yeah, he wants more cuts to those fucking welfare for Medicaid, potentially Medicare, okay, for food stamps. He wants more of those cuts. So let's not paint him out to be a hero. I want to make that clear. But the bill is an abomination. But don't act like Elon Musk wouldn't fucking oppose more tax cuts for himself, okay? Also, he'd like to have more money for federal government contracts, even though him and Trump are beefing over those as well. Thank you, Rihanna, for the Go Popular. I appreciate that. If you are not subscribed, remember to get your subscription back, okay? We got to get that over 500 subs again. 1 week to Flag Day and then G7. Yeah, wits end, right? So a lot of shit will be happening over the next 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Thank you, Irene, for the club victory. Senator Johnson, or Republican Johnson, actually, from Louisiana Toll Reporters, I hope he comes around. He's not going to come around. Unless you have greater cuts in which he can fucking make money or save money, he's not going to come around. Yeah, I just said that, Sable. I just covered that Doge, that Supreme Court Doge story about 5 minutes ago. Hours later, Musk, whose business interests could be impacted by green energy rollbacks in the bill, implored voters to call their representatives and senators, and he said, bankrupting America is not okay. He wrote on social media, unalive the bill, is what he said. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Now there's also, did you hear there's calls to Pam Bondi and Kash Patel asking them why the fuck certain files have not been released, and we don't know what's happening with the files, even though they've been requested? Did you see that? I'm always afraid to say his name because every time I fucking say his name, something happens to my live. So, did you see that too? That happened today as well. So Elon maybe got the ball rolling on those secret files of someone that was unalived while awaiting trial. Crazy, huh? The bill roughly includes $3.7 trillion in tax cuts. Again, that's what Elon Musk is interested in. He'd like those tax cuts to be greater. Extending the expiring 2017 individual income tax breaks and temporarily adding new ones that Trump campaigned on, including no tax on tips. That already happened. I don't know if you know what that happened. That happened in the Senate already, a separate bill led by a Democratic fucking senator from the state of Nevada. So that already happened. So that's just going to be integrated into the bill, but that passed already. And that had nothing to do with Trump. Wags, what's up, Wags? The revenue loss would be partially offset by nearly $1.3 trillion in reduced federal spending elsewhere, namely through Medicaid, like I said, what they want to slash, and food assistance. As a result, some 7.8 million people would no longer have health insurance with changes to Medicaid. Let me repeat that again. As a result, some 7.8 million people would no longer have health insurance with the proposed changes to Medicaid. That includes 5.2 million from the proposed new work requirements, which I told you is how they're going to try to snatch your Medicaid through these unworkable, difficult to apply for work requirements. On those non-disabled adults up to 65, with some exceptions, the analysis said. Yeah, those exceptions are probably going to be very fucking limited or rare. Some 1.4 million people who are in the U.S. without legal status in state-funded health programs would no longer have coverage. What's up, Linda? So that's what they're trying to do. Desiree, thank you so much for the heart, me. Yeah, so these Republicans are not about helping you. All you taquitos in the chat, they don't give a fuck about you. I've been telling you this. And y'all taquitos have been very quiet the last 2 days. It's so interesting. You're quiet as a mouse. You're quiet as a little mouse. Everybody share the live, please, 1 to 2 times. We're still at 140 shares. 240 people in here. We could be at way more shares than where we're at. Okay, so let's try to get up to at least 200 shares. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jimmy Jam. Having ice raids here in LA. That's what I'm hearing. People in LA, how are the ice raids? We're upsetting a lot of people. What's up, Shannon? Tap that screen. Shed Alive. 3 more giraffes, too, if anybody wants to help out on the giraffes. Only 3 more. We can get those. 240 people in here. So this is crazy. Multiple people have been detained as ICE Homeland Security raid outside of a Home Depot in Westlake District. Again, these are not real fucking criminals. There's no recounts in New York yet, CC. Yeah, we're just in the evidence fucking stage, okay? So that just happened like last week. It's going to take some time. You know how slowly these courts fucking work. Give that 2 weeks. Give that a couple weeks, CC, before we have an update. Yeah, these courts, these cases do not operate very quickly. In Westlake, Los Angeles, ICE agents carried out raids in Los Angeles on Friday, prompting gatherings of protesters who at one point clashed with the authorities. At one scene in downtown LA, a crowd of people tried to prevent authorities from leaving in vans after multiple people were detained. Protesters could be seen throwing objects at the vehicles, while others tried to block the vans from leaving. One person was nearly run over when they fell to the ground after getting in front of one of the vehicles. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Immigration agents were spotted at 2 separate locations in the morning. Video posted to the Citizen app showed the DHS security agents escorting men in handcuffs outside the store on Wilshire Boulevard, okay? A witness who spoke to Eyewitness News outside the store said several people, including men and women, some who are street food vendors, were detained. Again, these are not the criminals that Trump said he would be going after. If you are a taquito and you're arguing that being here illegally is a crime, true, misdemeanor. They certainly aren't the same fucking sentences and status as unalivers and grapists that he said that he was going to deport. Misdemeanors, usually resulting in a fine and no jail time. So that's the type of people you're trying to deport. What a waste of resources and fucking money. And you're worried about waste, fraud, abuse? That's pretty much a waste. Arresting street food vendors is a huge waste of your tax dollars. It's fucking pointless. What's up, QC Creations? Thank you for the heart me. Pam Scott, thank you for the heart me. That would be like you, an American citizen, getting illegally deported for speeding. Do you know how stupid that is? You live 5 minutes from Westlake, so you can probably see and hear what's going on. What's up, Kathy? Thank you for sharing the live. 3 more giraffes, too. We're almost up to 80,000 likes. Amazing. Smash those likes. Let's get up to 100,000. So another example of the inefficient Trump administration. I thought this was all about government efficiency. Yes, Garcia was returned to the U.S., according to the Trump administration, to now face federal charges that he is transporting thousands of undocumented migrants, which good luck proving that. Wouldn't you love to see what kind of evidence Pam such and such has that Garcia's transporting thousands of undocumented migrants? Please provide proof. Show your work, taquitos. Rob, thank you so much for sharing the live. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see that bullshit case. And Garcia has lawyers. So this should be good. This is going to be another L for the Trump administration, okay? They're taking them left and right. What up, Fuzz? The only evidence is that he had a third backseat in a Suburban. Yeah, right? Driving people to a work site. Yeah, I did see. Well, yeah, are you talking about the court ruling that those people have to go back to work? I did see that, Monique. I talked about that a little bit yesterday. Yeah. So, once again, this administration, fucking inefficient, wasting our time. What do I say all the time? Political fucking theater. Political fucking theater. Crazy work. Crazy work. Now Trump, here we go with Trump again. He ordered restrictions to be lifted on U.S. Dior bags, a.k.a. drones. The president's executive orders also give local law enforcement more power to take down rogue Dior bags. Okay, well, he doesn't make laws. So again, these executive orders, this shit trying to make laws via executive order is very fucking interesting. Very interesting. I talked about also the job hiring report today. U.S. hiring slowed with only 139,000 jobs added in May. Job growth cooled slightly last month, a sign employers remain cautious amid uncertainty over tariffs. I'm reading from the Wall Street Journal right now. Yeah. So I just had a couple fucking articles up. And yeah, so that's what's going on in the news today. Anything on your mind? Yeah, Jimmy Jam, of course, always. You know I come with sources. Smash those likes. Get those shares out. We got 3 more giraffes. Who wants to see another beautiful African giraffe? We got 3 left to meet the goal, and then we'll fucking set up with some diamond trees or something like that. I'm loving this new package. I'm loving the package, and I'm not talking about Arnold Palmer. I'm not talking about the 9 iron. He was all when he used to get out of the shower. We're not talking about that type of package. We're talking about the gift animation. Kathy, thank you so much for kicking us off. Win Kathy in the chat. And Tej, thank you, Tej, for the giraffe. Look at this team coming through. Thank you, Tej. Thank you so much, Kathy. Win Kathy, win Tej in the chat. I'm not talking about Arnold Palmer or our construction workers. They're all meant. We love our tough construction workers in the booty shorts, the Daisy Dukes, and the hard hats. We love our construction workers. We love them with the big packages. We love them. Yeah, so crazy. Are people still talking about the Elon Musk? I've seen many backgrounds today with Elon Musk and Trump breakout. It's been so glorious. I slept so well last night. Mimsy, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome back, Mimsy. We love our construction workers. Have people been talking about this beef? I haven't seen much Maga land. What's going on in Maga land? Taquito land. Thank you, Rob. Look at Rob with a fantastic giraffe. Thank you, Robert. Well, yes, Wags. Yes, I talked about that one already. Doge temporarily got access to Social Security information. Yes. Trump's news sources TV. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Rob. Drop that Rosie Rob sticker in the chat if you can. We're going to go now to the beautiful diamond tree. I'm just loving this package. And again, I'm not talking about Arnold Palmer. I'm talking about the little animation package. That's the only package that we're talking about right now. Not Arnie. He was all man. And I refuse to say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. When he used to get out of the shower, he was... Do you like how he said he refuses to say it, then proceeds to say it? I refuse to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Well, then you don't refuse to say it. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I refuse to say it, but I have to talk about his package. So I'm going to say it anyway. When he got out of the shower, he was all man. He was all... Where the fuck is my diamond tree? There it is. Diamond tree. Here it is. Diamond tree. That's the next one. This is my next favorite one. Temporary access. Yeah, for now. Desiree, thank you so much for the You're Awesome. Kirsten, thank you for the Hurt Me. Y'all are fucking awesome. Patty, I refuse to say it, but I'm going to go say it anyway. When he used to get out of the shower. What did I say about what? Hold on. What did I just say? What? About poop? No, I did not. See, I did not see your post about poop. That's very interesting. Myra, thank you so much for the diamond tree. Drop that magnificent Myra sticker. Isn't that diamond tree so glorious? Thank you, Myra. And Kathy with the diamond tree. Isn't that just beautiful? That's just beautiful. Mimsy, thank you so much for the handheld heart. So the Supreme Court temporarily gave access to Doge. Yes, for the Social Security Administration information. I don't know for what purpose. They haven't been able to explain why. They said to get rid of waste and fraud and abuse. We don't even know what the fuck that means. The only thing they've pointed out about the Social Security Administration was that coding error that said people were born like 300 years ago, which we already identified was a computer programming coding error. That's the only thing I've ever fucking seen produced from Doge, which everybody already knew anyway. Isn't that awesome, Myra? Thank you so much, Myra. I appreciate that. 2 of the diamond trees down. We got 9 to go. Y'all are fucking awesome. Tonight, we'll cook something on the live. We'll do a couple practice battles. We might bring the Merkin out tonight because we've got a big tournament starting on Monday to go to New York to be on a billboard. So make sure you register for the event. It's over in the bio page. Check out events. So we got to get gloved up. So everybody's going to participate. Try to come. Get gloved up. Get some boosts up. They're taking more of our info. Yeah, Debs. It's crazy. And that's, you know what is crazy to me? Even though Elon Musk is formally out of the government, do you believe for 1 second he still doesn't have access to information? He put the Doge personnel workers in their positions. I don't give a fuck if he's formally in Washington, D.C. or not. You don't think with all the access to technology and resources he has, he's still tuned in with this information? That's my fucking opinion, my perspective. You think he's just going to sit on the sidelines? No, I don't believe that. What's up, Cookie? I don't believe that for 1 second. Do you believe that? I don't believe that for 1 second. I'm not even, it's not even a belief. It's like, that's my theory. Like, he already had access to the Treasury Department systems. He put these people in their places in Doge. From my perspective, he still has access to information. That's what I'm saying, Loves. Like, from my perspective, he still has access. Will Byer, thank you for the club chair. So you think he's just sitting on the sidelines? There is no Trump birthday parade, Norvell. It was canceled. Yeah, it was going to cost like $94 million. Hard to sell you care about fucking government efficiency and spending when you're going to drop like $94 million on a fucking birthday parade, or $92 million, whatever the fuck it was. Over $90 million. Yeah, so they couldn't swing that one. Isn't his birthday like Barack, my uncle's appreciation day too? Putin is offering a Elon political asylum. Is that true? That wouldn't fucking surprise me. Yeah. I mean, remember, they were in contact before the election. That was documented. It's happening? No, I heard it's not happening. Or what's the Obama? Yeah, there shouldn't be a parade. I'm pretty sure that was canceled. Army parade? Well, it's not a Trump birthday parade, but I can see. Let me see. Is that being reported anywhere? Last time I saw it was canceled. Trump cancels birthday parade. Let's see. I don't know. I know the one that he was planning was going to cost over $90 million. I haven't seen anything showing that it's happening. Oh, it is still happening. Wow, I thought it was canceled. So it is happening. Well, hold on. I don't know the sources. This is just according to AI, so I don't know if it's actually happening or not. Hold on. There was a petition to cancel the birthday parade. I haven't seen 3 days ago, MSNBC. So he is having a parade, it looks like, but it's been, I'm seeing it on MSNBC. It's been downsized, but we'll see. Donald Trump's, this is from June 3rd. Donald Trump's plans for a massive, expensive military parade in Washington, D.C. already seemed absurd against his administration's mass firings of federal agency and his plans to institute deep cuts to federal programs many Americans rely on. But the true cost of the parade seems to be getting worse. Okay? Yeah, there was an estimated cost of $92 million, so maybe he scaled it down. The president recently told NBC News' Kristen Walker that the parade's price tag, which could reach $45 million, would be peanuts compared to the value of doing it. What? What's the value of doing the parade? So apparently it's still on. I heard it was going to be $92 million. Now they're saying the estimated cost is $45 million. I don't really trust the Trump administration. So if that's coming from the Trump administration, it probably is $90+ million. But the actual value of hosting a parade, which in fashion reminiscent of dictatorships will feature dozens of military vehicles and thousands of service members, is debatable at best. So far it looks like it's on, Pam. Yeah, I thought it was off. Because about a week ago, I think, I saw several sources saying it was off. But I should have known that his ego is too big, especially with this Elon Musk business. He probably wants distractions. It needs to be canceled is right. The cost to repair Washington, D.C. streets after the upcoming military parade could cost as much as $16 million just for repairs. That's according to U.S. military officials. That's part of an estimated $45 million price tag for the June 14th military parade, which coincides with Trump's 79th birthday. The cost estimates continue to fluctuate as planning continues. Well, if you don't have the thing planned and it's a week away, I mean, that's on par for the Trump administration. Don't have any idea what the fuck you're doing. That sounds about right. It's a week away. Don't you think you'd have that planned already? Thank you, Mass Appeal, for the heart me. The taxpayers' money being spent as Trump withholds tens of millions of dollars allocated for things like climate change studies, research grants. We have my boy Zeepak up here. His wife works in a hospital. She had her research grant canceled, or any number of federal programs that stand to benefit a large number of Americans, certainly more so than a military parade. Is he going to make 80, Katie? That's my question. He's about one bucket of Popeye. He's about one bucket of KFC. I'm not going to give him Popeyes. Popeyes is mine. He's about one bucket of KFC away. What up, Simple Life? So is he going to make it to 80? I don't know. He's got a rapid mental decline. He doesn't really look to be 6'3", 225 pounds with 0% body fat. He doesn't really look like that. D.C. Mayor Bowser has been sounding the alarm for months on the parade's potential destruction, saying in April that the military tanks would not be good. If military tanks are used, they should be accompanied with many millions of dollars to repair the roads. As a matter of fact, I hope this is a disaster. If this happens, I'm forecasting a disaster. I hope it is a disaster. No one eats KFC. He does. Thank you so much, Maggie the Great, for the subscription. Welcome back, Maggie the Great. I know I'm a Popeyes guy, Norvell, but he eats KFC. Didn't he have KFC at the fucking Clemson championship football celebration? It was KFC, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King. He didn't even have Popeyes. Republicans have been eager to use their federal power over Washington due to it not being an official state, no matter what the mayor says. In March, Bowser said her decision to paint over a D.C. plaza honoring the BLM movement came amid pressure from the White House, suggesting she had basically stepped back because there are bigger fish to fry. Let's go, cholesterol? Exactly. And now House Republicans who have refused to address $1 billion in funding shortfall they created for the district are trying to pass a law that would roll back voting rights in D.C. as well. Oh, everything at Popeyes is delicious, simple. Yeah, everything. From the chicken sandwich to the fucking 12-piece spicy to the fucking biscuits to the seasoned fries, they're all fucking good. Delicious. The military men and women should actually kneel. They should. Yeah, you know how many people are going to be like, fuck this in the military? That's crazy to me. So the military parade, Rob, you're right. It's still on. I didn't think so, but they're estimating about 45 million. That's crazy. I thought it was going to be 90 million, but it's still on, I guess. We'll see what happens. A lot could happen between now and the president's birthday. Let's share those lives. You might have Popeyes tonight. Nice. Tap that screen, share the live. We're up over 100,000 likes, so thank you for that. Well, let's get the diamond tree knocked off. We got the diamond tree up top. If anybody wants to contribute to the diamond tree goal, I appreciate it. We're just rolling through some really cool gifts that are new in this little package, and I'm not talking about Arnie's package. I'm not talking about the great Arnold Palmer. He was all man. And I refuse to say it, but when he got out of the shower, the other golfers used to look at him. And I'll tell you, it was unbelievable. And I refuse to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Gina, thank you so much for the greeting hearts. How do you refuse to say something and then you say the shit 2 seconds later? No, you don't refuse to say it. You just saw it. Obama Appreciation Day, Pope Leo. Thank you, Patty. Win Patty in the chat for the diamond tree. Thank you, Patty. Kelly Chris. What up, Kelly? Good to see you, Kelly. Thank you so much for the diamond tree. Win Kelly in the chat. Cray Cray. I refuse to say it. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about his 9-iron anyway, because he was all, I dream about it. He was all, it's unbelievable. He was all man. No King's Day, Obama Appreciation Day, Pope Leo's event, lots of protests that day. Yes, yeah, he's not going to have all of the world's attention on his birthday. Yeah, you're right, Myra. Tracy, thank you so much for the heart me. Get those heart me's in. 250 people in. If you do not have your heart me in, get that shit in now if you can, please. Let's get up to 300 people in here. Let's get up to 500 heart me's. 7 more diamond trees. What up, No Rats? Good to see you, No Rats. Thank you so much for the heart me. Keebs, thank you so much for the heart me. So how are y'all feeling about the weekend? How are you feeling about Trump's birthday in a week? How are you feeling about this?
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
How are y'all feeling about this? How y'all feeling? Brings back memories. How y'all feeling about this? How are we feeling about SCOTUS? Terribly. Yeah, about letting Doge access our Social Security information and not having to turn over internal records. Yeah, I'm not feeling great about that. Mass Appeal said, fuck, Alice, you loved it. No, Rats, but I mean, we know the 3 liberal justices did their job. I'd like to know what the fuck Doge is doing. I mean, it's a small win that Abrego Garcia was brought back. The Supreme Court kind of forced his hand on that, even though they're trying to drum up some weak-ass, fake-ass charges. Mass Appeal, you know you like that, but I'm not feeling great about it, No Rats. But, I mean, we expected that, right? It's like a mixed bag. For the most part, the Supreme Court has kind of been upholding the Constitution. Now, with this Doge shit, very disappointing. Yeah, he was brought back. Yeah, the Doge shit is very disappointing. I still don't know Doge's purpose. They haven't shown us any waste, fraud, or abuse yet. So why they're getting access to our information. And I still know For a fact, you know it's not like fucking Elon Musk still isn't in contact with his Doge personnel who he hired. So you know he still has access to our information. So I'm confused with why they keep giving Doge wins. So anyway, Garcia's a distraction. Well, everything's a distraction, yeah. SCOTUS doesn't understand. Yeah, so I don't know, no rats. Yeah, it's a mixed bag with the Supreme Court. It could be a lot worse if they just continue to hand wins to the Trump administration, which they really haven't done. In fact, they've ruled against him more than in favor of him, surprisingly, especially Amy Coney Barrett. But, yeah, I don't know. You didn't get your Doge check yet? Yeah, people are still waiting. People are still waiting. It's coming, June 41st. Yeah, I read about ICE in downtown Los Angeles. You wonder why is Putin controlling? Probably. Putin and Elon? Yeah. For sure. What's up, Erica? What's up, Tracy? Tap that screen, share it live. Y'all are doing awesome. So, yeah, I don't feel good about the Supreme Court. Really never have, though. Not since they had the 6-3 advantage. It could be worse. That's the silver lining. It could be worse. They could have been handing him victories the entire time. They could have said Abrego Garcia doesn't need to be brought back. They could have said continue deporting migrants under the Alien Enemies Act. They didn't. They ruled against him. They could have said you don't have to reinstate federal workers. They never said that. So he's been getting ruled against a lot, even when it's brought to the Supreme Court. So that's a positive, but I don't like the Doge decisions at all. Yeah, I don't like the Doge decisions at all. It's bullshit. But it could be worse. That's how I look at it. Silver lining. It could be much worse considering it's 6-3 conservative justices. You know, if we had 9 Clarence Thomases, we'd be fucking screwed. Chevy. What's up, Chevy? Thank you so much. Share this live out. Let's get up to 200 today. Mass Appeal. You know you fucking love that Days of Our Lives. Thank you for all the likes on the Days of Our Lives video, too, by the way. Spectacular. That was a fun one. I just couldn't get the song out of my head yesterday as it was all unfolding. Yeah. Oh, let me bring up this. Let me bring up this piece of evidence if you can see. Thank you so much, Shannon, for the diamond tree. Win Shannon in the chat. Mass Appeal said stop. Never, Mass Appeal. Never. We love it. Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Oh, I fucking love it. And shit's going down. Like, shit's going. It's not over. This beef is not fucking over. It's not over, Jarita. Renee, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate that. Win Shannon in the chat. We're about halfway to the Diamond Tree goal. Y'all are fucking awesome. Presses Pam Bondi and Cash Patel over a certain files. Win Shannon. Did you see this? This is great. This is fucking great. This is so great. This is on house.gov, yeah. So this was from today. Did y'all see this? This is good. I'll put it on the I haven't checked the Twitter feed, the Twitter files today, the Twitter feed. But did y'all see this? So this was filed today. This is Congress of the US, dated June 5th. This is written by the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, as you can see. It's directed to Patel and Attorney General Pam Bondi. Did you see this shit? We write with profound alarm at allegations that files relating to the convicted, let's say, Schmexy, J.E. have not been declassified and released to the American public because they personally implicate President Trump. On June 5th, Muskrat, the former senior advisor to the president and the head of the fictitious Doge, a component of the executive office of the president, posted on his social media platform, and we see what he posted. We ask that you immediately clarify whether this allegation is true and respond to this letter with the requested information and documentation. And then it goes down. Yeah, so shit's going down. Now, whether they comply with this shit is a whole nother story. This will probably be in the courts as well. But even if they lie, they're probably going to have to turn over the fucking files, okay? Hold on, I got a puzzle piece. Give me one sec. Fucking hate these puzzle pieces. Give me one sec. Let me drag the puzzle piece. Let me drag the puzz. Okay, cool. So this will probably end up going in court. Is my thing. Because if you got documentation, give it up. So it just basically describe the role of Trump in reviewing documents pertaining to the investigations and prosecutions of schmexes like J.A. and I call her Giseline. Maxwell. That's how is that how you pronounce it? I pronounce it. I'm reading that to say Giseline, so that's how I pronounce her name. As well as his role in determining DOJ's ability to declassify and make public said documents, and provide a list of all personnel whose approval is required to facilitate the declassification and public release of the documents pertaining to the aforementioned investigations and prosecutions. Close enough. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. So sincerely, and then you've got Stephen Lynch and Robert Garcia. Oversight committee representatives. So we'll see what comes of it. I'm telling you, this is the start. This is the start, mass appeal. This is the start.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
It's the start. It's a siren. I've only played it a couple times.
And these are the days of our lives.
Yeah, so that's the start. It's going to be some fucking drama. Slew, you love it? Shannon. Shannon, I've only played it twice today. So yesterday I played about 50 times. So we're downsizing every time. But every time I got to fucking talk about the drama, it has to be played, Shannon. I'm sorry. Not surprised they haven't destroyed them? Of course not. Yeah, it's only been twice today, so I'm not even playing as much as I should be playing it. Brenda, thank you so much for the smiley faces. Thank you, Blondie, for the shares. Tap that screen, share it live. Love your big smile. Thank you, Diane. He deserves this. The Trump administration deserves this. So does Elon. They both deserve it. Myra, so you got to get used to it. I mean, you got to go brush up on your days if you're not liking it. Go see what Marlene is up to. Go see what Bo and Hope are up to. Kelly, thank you so much for the diamond tree. I appreciate that. Straight BS by a corrupt DOJ. Let me see this. Hold on. Corrupt DOJ. Nobody believes shit they say. A lawless DOJ. I agree, James. 100%. I have an awesome smile. Thank you, CC. Win Kelly in the chat. Thank you, Kelly, so much for the diamond tree. Shannon, it's all love. I got love for you. Mass Appeal. Thank you so much for the diamond tree. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mass Appeal. Is that a spite diamond tree so that I don't play any more days for you? Thank you, Mass Appeal. I appreciate it. You know you love it, Mass. Shannon and Mass, y'all know you love it. And I still love you. Kirsten, thank you so much for the diamond tree. Win Mass Appeal, win Kirsten. Pam Bondi is next. Yeah, I think they're coming for also, isn't somebody going after Pam Bondi in Florida, by the way? You like that tree? Thank you so much, Mass Appeal. I appreciate that. Kirsten, win Kirsten in the chat for the fucking tree. Shannon has given out the diamond tree. Win Shannon. So that's another piece of news, too. Pam Bondi could be in some shit, too. Did you hear about Pam Bondi? Yeah, they're going after her ass in the state of Florida, too. Yeah. Yeah, Shauna's doing good. She's sore. She didn't sleep well last night again. So hopefully tonight. So she slept well the night before, and then she didn't sleep well last night. So it's like every other day. So hopefully she sleeps well tonight. Kelly, thank you so much for the diamond tree. I appreciate that. So I'll put this on the screen too. What up, Dolphin? Pam Bondi could be in trouble, by the way. Pam such and such. This is crazy. There's a lot of this shit. This is Newsweek. This is on Florida Politics. This is on MSNBC. This is on Yahoo. This is on law.com. So this is a complaint filed. Now the problem with it is I don't know what's going to happen while she's the AG, which sucks, but we'll see. Pam Bondi is accused of serious misconduct in Florida bar complaint. Okay, and this is from today. If you missed it, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi has been accused of serious professional misconduct and ethics complaint filed with the Florida bar, signed by 70 people. The signatories include liberal and moderate-leaning law professors, attorney, and retired chief justices of the Florida Supreme Court. They accuse Bondi of misconduct that threatens the rule of law and the administration of justice. You notice how you don't see any conservative law professors, attorneys, and related retired chief justices? Because conservatives don't give a fuck about law and order or the rule of law, okay? Department of Justice Chief of Staff Chad Mazzell told Newsweek the Florida bar has twice rejected performative attempts by these out-of-state lawyers to weaponize the bar complaint against AG Bondi. I don't know if you look into her in just the Trump University cases alone. I think there's some serious fucking problems there. The third attempt will fail to do anything other than prove the signatories have less intelligence and independent thoughts than sheep. Yeah, okay, well, let's let it play out. A key policy component of Project 2025, which Trump had previously ruled out during his campaign, is utilizing the DOJ to pursue president's goals. We see that right now. Since taking office, Trump and Bondi have utilized the DOJ to launch investigations into the president's opponents, strike deals with prominent law firms. He continues to threaten law firms whose executive face threaten access, and pardon supporters of the administration. Okay, so I'll continue to read it. But we'll see. I don't know what's going to come of it. The Florida bar basically said their hands are tied. So I'll read that next. But at least some shit is coming out, right? The whole administration has issues for sure. The complaint filed by the Defenders Fund, the DDF, Lawyers Defending American Democracy, LDAD, and Lawyers for the Rule of Law, and other prominent legal scholars centers on the claim that Bondi has sought to compel the DOJ lawyers to violate their ethical obligations under the guise of zealous advocacy. Yep. It relates to February 5th memo that directed her agency's lawyers to zealously pursue the president's political objectives, it's right in writing, or face disciplinary action, including potential termination. It's something. They say this violates the rules of the Florida bar, of which Bondi is a member. She is a former Florida Attorney General. The complaint highlights there's 3 glaring examples of the department lawyers being terminated or forced to resign as a result of demands they act unethically issued by Miss Bondi. Thank you, Kelly. Look at Kelly. She's rocking this out. Thank you, Kelly, for the Diamond Pew Pew. And Loving Critters. My gracious. Thank you, Loving Critters. Y'all are doing awesome. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We count on lawyers to conduct themselves ethically at all times. Justice Department lawyers have a higher obligation. The complaint says Ms. Bondi has launched a concerted effort to override ethical obligations, whether they stand in the way of achieving her or her superiors' political goals. The conduct is deeply prejudicial to the rule of law and the administration of justice, as well as a violation of her own ethical obligations. We urge the Florida bar to investigate the allegations made here and to take the appropriate action. If she did lose her status with the bar or lose her legal standing, she wouldn't be allowed to be the U.S. District Attorney General. She wouldn't be allowed to. But again, we know how slow things work. So we'll see. And then the Florida bar responded. This was about 4 hours ago. I can't access it. But basically they made a statement essentially saying that their hands are tied until she's out of office. I don't know what the fuck that means. F that tree and F your couch. Mass appeal. You love that tree and you love my couch. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Did you hear Chief of Criminals Division just resigned? I did not. No, I did not hear that. I thought nobody's above the line in the Trump above the law. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Bondi is a former 2-term Florida Attorney General. She was confirmed as U.S. Attorney General in February in a split Senate vote. She's faced growing criticism from Democratic lawmakers and advocacy organizations. We'll see, though. We'll see. The Florida bar rejected a pair of other recent ethics complaints against Bondi, explaining it does not investigate or prosecute sitting officers. That sucks. Who are appointed under the U.S. Constitution. Again, that sucks. So we'll see. They say that would be unsupported by history or precedent. So basically they're saying they won't investigate her while she's in fucking office, which sucks. Maybe they'll, I don't know, exert pressure to these people. Parente, Perry, and Keentz, they're the new complaints. Other co-signatories call that explanation bunk and unsupported by precedent and history. That's what they said. The Florida bar rejected a pair. So that's what they said. They've rejected their previous complaints. We'll see what happens because they say they're unprecedented, but who knows? We got to keep hope alive. We got to at least attempt to hold these people accountable. What do y'all want to see next? We did the diamond tree. We did giraffes. The fuck else we got in here? Y'all want to do some? We see the? We could do. Oh, let's do the live pro badge because we're live pros in here now. All right. So let's do the live pro badge. I like this one too. This one's cool as fuck. We're keeping it. 10K roses. No, Rob, you can do those. There's no more diamond mics. We got the live bro badge. The live pro badge. Rob, you could do 10,000 worth of anything. It doesn't have to be roses. But if you would like, knock yourself out, brother. He resigned over Garcia charges. Okay, cool. Good. Because they're bogus charges. I wouldn't resign, though. I just wouldn't. If they're not proven, Bondi's going to look ridiculous. So, like, why resign over Pam Bondi? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Let's see what comes up in the news. I don't see it yet. Do you have his name? His or her name? Olivia, thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all are doing fucking awesome. Keep tapping that screen. Keep sharing the live. You basically gave me permission to do 10K roses. I'm going to cry. Yeah, you can do roses in the live whenever you want, bro. Just not during like a battle. I don't care when you give them. Just not during a battle. Yeah. Cece, thank you so much. Shannon, look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. Win Shannon in the chat on the first live pro badge of the day. Appreciate you, Shannon. Win Shannon. I appreciate it. Cece, thank you for the good game. Cece, thank you for the roses. Y'all are doing fucking awesome. So I haven't seen any resignations. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Here we go. Here's some news, too.
I voted for Trump to root out fraud, waste, and corruption.
A buyer tied to the Chinese Communist Party was a VIP at Trump's crypto dinner.
I voted for Trump because of America first. America.
Buyer tied to the Chinese Communist Party was at the VIP dinner at Trump's crypto fucking event, okay? The warm welcome for tech executive who purchased Trump's digital coin. This is according to the New York Times today. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Tiffany. Win Tiffany in the chat. Drop that Tiffany sticker. I feel like we haven't. I feel like we haven't dropped that in a while. Kelly, Chris, thank you so much. Win Tiffany for the live pro badge. I appreciate that, Tiffany. Drop that Tiffany sticker in the chat. The warm welcome for a technology executive whose purchases of the president's digital coin won him a White House tour illustrates inconsistencies in the administration's views toward visitors from China. Remember, he's now also trying to prevent Chinese international students from enrolling in American universities. He's targeting Harvard first. Christine, thank you so much for the happy Friday. Lindsay, thank you for the heart me. Y'all are doing awesome. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, drop that Tiffany sticker. We appreciate her doing big things out there in Cali. Appreciate you, Tiff. Thank you so much. I always associate you with the Rhythmic Bear, though. You're like Rhythmic Bear Queen for life. Sue Lopez, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate that. So, this is on the New York Times again. I've made a video about Trump's crypto schemes. I feel like they're not being talked about enough. The Trump White House has repeatedly sounded an alarm about visitors with ties to China's Communist Party coming to the United States, arguing they are a potential security threat. Shauna, thank you so much for the heart me. But the administration appears to have left the door open to a member of the Chinese government group when it went along with a plan to give the biggest purchasers of President Trump's meme coin access to the president of the White House. Again, makes no fucking sense. He launched the so-called meme coin, we know when, 3 days. When, Johnny, thank you, V, for the thank God it's Friday. 3 days before he was inaugurated on January 17th. To bolster sales, the president's business partners created a contest in April, sounds highly illegal, offering the coin's top buyers a tour of the White House and a private dinner with Trump at his Virginia Golf Club. Heard the food sucked, also heard that Trump stayed for a total of 23 minutes. No pictures, no interviews, no questions. One of the buyers was I don't know how you say his last name, Qin Yang, who is a member of the Chinese People Political Consultative Conference, according to government documents in China examined by the Times. The government group is an advisory body that seeks to broaden the Communist Party's influence and solicit support from influential people in Chinese society. Mr. He, who was registered at the Trump event as a resident of Hong Kong, advises the Chinese government through his role as a delegate of the CPPCC, a district of Beijing. He is also listed as a member of the organization's Science and Technology Committee. Again, Magas, when I told you taquitos, Trump is legitimately selling out the United States to the highest bidder. Here is another example. China is a large trading partner. They are also an enemy, a foe, an adversary, okay? He is selling out access to the presidency to the highest bidder. He doesn't care where they are from, what they have done, what they are tied to. He doesn't give a fuck. I've been telling y'all this. What's up, Mo? Thank you so much for the heart me. Linda, thank you for the Go Popular. The Times could find no indication that Mr. He is a member of the Communist Party and the government body he serves on is fairly low level. Yeah, okay. There were no restrictions on who could buy. I will repeat this again. There were no restrictions on who could buy the Trump meme coin. None. Anybody from anywhere in the world, any organization could buy the Trump meme coin, which was marketed like a collectible baseball card. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate that. Yours is pretty good, too. Including foreign nationals. There was no limitations on who could buy a seat to the president. None. No restrictions. But the winning buyers were given the opportunity for close proximity to the president. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate that. Win Mo Moderate in the chat. Make sure you follow Mo Moderate, too. He just dropped 2 TikTok Live Pro badges. Appreciate that. We are Live Pro status in here. So I like that one. That one's pretty fucking cool. It's pretty cool. We love it. We don't even care about you. We just want your votes. We love it. We love the Live Pro badge. We love it. Thank you, Pat. Look at Patty in here. Win Patty in the chat. Drop that Patty sticker in the chat as well for the Live Pro badge. Thank you so much. It's not clear why Mr. He wanted to attend. Rip. It's not clear why Mr. He wanted to attend. Do I look like a fucking taquito? Come on now. It's not clear why he wanted to attend, really? Come on now. They think we're all taquitos? They think we're all Magas? Come on now. Still at a time when the administration is seeking to scrutinize and revoke the visas of Chinese students with ties to the Communist Party, the incident illustrates inconsistencies in the Trump administration's approach to how it handles Chinese nationals, as well as potential weaknesses in the background checks the Trump administration did on guess who bought his meme coin. Doesn't sound like they did any background checks. They don't give a fuck. Trump doesn't give a fuck. He wants money and power. Mimsy, thank you so much for the cowboy hat. Yeah, appreciate you so much. Win Mimsy in the chat. Smash those likes. We need 7 more shares, please. Share the live out 7 more times. Let's get 200 plus shares. Let's get up to 200,000 likes, please, too. We got over 210 people in here. This should be easy to get. Once a crypto skeptic, Mr. Trump has done an about face and declared himself a digital coin enthusiast. What's up, Melly? Raising ethical concerns and blurring the line between his personal business ventures and the presidency. His family's company has issued its own crypto and has heavily promoted the meme coin known as Trump meme coin. Thank you, Mary. So again,
I voted for Trump to drain the swamp, to root out corruption.
Really, taquitos? Again, I made a video on this. I made a fucking post on this on SUB Stack. If you aren't following me over there, follow me over there. Sub over there if you can. It will be appreciated. I'm trying to build that platform up too. Trump was never interested in fighting corruption and fraud. He is corruption and fraud. He is the poster fucking old man for corruption and fraud, okay? He's never interested in rooting out corruption and fraud. He has been that his whole life. Why would he get to the government and want to root out corruption and fraud now? Makes no fucking sense. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing that live out. Awesome. We're over 200 shares. I appreciate it. Hashtag FYP in the chat, too, if you want to. Knock out the rest of these Live Pro badges. It's crazy. Bidders competed to accumulate the largest holding of the coin over several weeks. The top 221 a dinner with Trump, and the top 25 got a VIP tour of the White House. Yeah, including this member of the Chinese or tied to the Chinese Communist Party. Mr. He used the nickname Sky. He owned $3.7 million worth of the meme coin. That's according to public transaction records at the time the contest ended. He was ranked as the 7th largest buyer of the cryptocurrency, which entitled him to a gold-colored VIP wristband for the event. Mimsy, thank you so much for the shout-out. What is with Trump and gold, by the way? G-Man, thank you so much for the heart me. Crazy. So another example of fucking corruption, fraud right in front of our fucking face. Mary Believe, thank you so much. Right, mama? Yeah. Y'all are doing awesome, folks. We're going to get up to 200,000 likes. We're going to be on for about, I'm going to say 20 more minutes or so. And then we'll come back tonight, too. We'll decide what we're going to cook on the live. We'll do a couple practice Merkin battles to get our gloves up. And, yeah, we'll have fun. Then over the weekend, we're just going to kick it. Yeah, thank you, D-Town. And you know how to pin comments and shit, too, D-Town? You just click on your comment, hit pin. You like hold your comment down, click pin, and it will go to the top. That's another power the mods have. There you go. Yeah, D-Town, you got it. You know what you're doing. The day after the dinner at the Mr. Trump's Golf Club, Mr. He was observed by a reporter from the Times entering the White House for the tour that had been set up by Trump's business partner, Bill Zanker, who created the Trump meme coin. Thank you, favorite Sagittarius. I appreciate that so much. For the heart me, thank you so much. Smash those likes. All right, Mama Bear. We will see you later, okay? Thank you so much. I try to help people understand what the fuck is going on. It's hard to keep up. Again, flooding the zone with all types of fucking nonsense and drama. So people get lost in the sauce. Focus on the fucking prize. Corruption, power, wealth. That's all Trump wants. Thank you, Mary Belize, for the club victory. I appreciate that so much. Tap that screen, share it live. We got 8 more live pro badges to go. Let's knock them down. I know we can knock these down. Easy. Easy, we can knock these down. There are more of us. There are. It's great. 200 people in here on a Friday. My Friday day shows usually suck. So, we almost had 300 people in here today. That's good on a Friday. They suppress the Milano on a Friday. I don't know why. They don't like Milanos on Friday. I'm not sure. Smash those likes, everybody. Can we get 100 to 200 likes? We got 200 plus people in here. We should be at 200,000 likes already. Easy. I'm talking about easy. That shouldn't even be a thing. That shit should be easy. That shit should be easy. So smash those likes 100 to 200 times. So this is crazy. Don Vito, thank you for the pride flag. You know that's not something that's usually we see on here. Mama Maria, thank you so much for the marvelous. Don Vito, thank you for the soccer ball. We got 8 more live pro badge animations to get. They're right above my head if anybody wants to help out. Also, if you'd rather make a contribution to the live, C app Vimo, you know where to find that on the page. At African Knight or $ African Knight, you know where to find that. That's all I'll say about that. Cynthia, thank you for the heart me. Mama Mia, thank you for the confetti. LP Camp, thank you for the thank God it's Friday. Y'all are fucking crushing it. 8 more live pro badges. We knocked that down. So, how do y'all feel about this week? I feel like this week flew by, actually. Oh, yeah, I told you about this, too. Trump is supposed to have talks with Chinese leadership on Monday, economic talks. We know Taco Trump. That won't result in anything. That won't fucking result in anything. You know Taco, it's the art of the deal. Talk a lot of shit, don't get anything done. Art of the deal, only I can do it. Stroke of a pen, stroke of a pen. Oh, and then last night, did you hear what the fuck this guy said? In all the sauce about Elon Musk with the German chancellor, the guy compared Ukraine and Russia to 2 children fighting in a park. And you have to let them fight for a little bit. Bro, that's one of the worst analogies. I know you're Quad D. That's one of the worst analogies I've ever heard in my life. Kids fighting in a park is not a war in which innocent civilians are losing their lives, communities, homes, and families. What a stupid thing to say. He actually said that. What's up, Moon? He actually fucking said that. He's going to let Ukraine and Russia fight for a little while longer. What happened to day one? Day one, stroke of a pen. Stroke of a pen, the war is good. Day one, now you're going to let them fight for a little while longer? They've already been fighting since you've been in office for 4 months. The entire time. You were supposed to end this. What's up, Sheila? Your supposed friendship, even though we all knew you were getting played, with Putin was supposed to end this before you were in office, remember? As soon as you won the election, you claimed. Magas, taquitos, you love being lied to, taquitos. You love being fucking lied to. He was never interested in ending this war. He had no ability to end this war. You love being fucking lied to. So that happened yesterday, too. Crazy work. No ceasefire agreement. No concessions from fucking Putin. Nothing. In fact, Russia just had another strike this morning. Did you hear about this? Oh, that too. I know, right, Nancy? You heard about his comments about the group that started with an N? And yeah, it was crazy. So Russia had another attack this morning. The war continues to get fucking worse. Russia launches one of the war's largest attacks days after Ukraine's bomber raid. Yeah, that happened this morning, by the way. 4 were unalive and 80 were wounded in intense Russian air attacks on Ukraine. What happened to ending this war? Sue Lopez. This is just this morning, by the way. 6 unalived, 80 wounded in intense Russian airstrikes on Ukraine this morning, June 6th. Ukraine says Russia launched 407 drones and 45 missiles. Zelensky says 3 emergency workers were unalived. Kremlin had warned retaliation against Kyiv. Ukraine earlier attacked Russia's strategic bomb aircraft. Yeah. So Trump is doing nothing to quell this war, as we knew he wouldn't. Vlad, please stop. This is bad. I'm gonna not, it's so bad I'm gonna let you keep fighting. Magas, taquitos. Where you at, taquitos? Why is this war not over? The attacks followed a warning from President Vladimir Putin, conveyed via U.S. President Donald Trump, that the Kremlin would hit back after Ukrainian drones destroyed several strategic bomber aircraft in attacks deep inside Russia. What happened to your influence, Trump? Crazy. 2 unalived in the attack in the northern city of Chernihiv, and at least 1 more in the northwestern city of Lutsk. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. But again, just another example. You MAGAs, you love being fucking lied to. So that happened. Linda, thank you so much for the DJ glasses. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Win Linda in the chat. We also got 8 more Live Pro badges to go up top. If anybody wants to help get those, we got 215 people in here. We could all put our minds to it. Let's knock out that goal before we get to 200,000 likes. We should be able to achieve that. We got 220 people in here. That's 1 each from 8 people. That's easy. 220 people in here. We can knock that down if we can. I appreciate that. Only 2 left in the gift gallery too. That's awesome. Look at Kelly. She's leading the way. Win Kelly Chris in the chat. Thank you so much, Kelly. Appreciate that. Win Kelly in the chat. She kicked us off with the first one. Thank you, Kelly. That was awesome. So again, the war with Russia and Ukraine keeps getting worse.
I voted for Trump because no new wars, peace in the Middle East, Putin is scared of Trump.
Yeah, none of that shit is happening. None of that shit is happening. Thank you, Bad Leo Brown, for the rose. I appreciate that so much. Win Kelly, Chris. So yeah, that's what's happening. Now, fucking Trump is saying he's not even thinking of Elon Musk anymore when talking about his bill. He's such a these people are such fucking babies. Such babies. It's crazy. Crazy. Isn't it crazy? I'll save the Days of Our Life theme song for tonight too, because I know y'all want to hear it a few more times at least. Going into the weekend, I know y'all want to hear it a couple times. Smash those likes, folks. Let's get up to 200,000 likes. We're at about 170,000. We got 215 people in here. Smash the fucking likes. Let's hit out this. Oh, lovely. Let's hit out this. Let's knock out this Live Pro badge animation gift. He's a liar indeed. Yeah, he thinks about Elon Musk and Arnold Palmer almost every 5 minutes. Probably each of them he rotates thoughts. Those are the 2 people he fucking absolutely thinks about. Kamala would have been too emotional. Yeah, right? If he's 215, I'm a unicorn. Yeah, right? So we'll see what happens. The Supreme Court, I don't like the Supreme Court's ruling on Doge. But again, the courts have been giving us wins. I will say that. For the most part, courts have been doing their jobs. It's crazy. I mean, Harvard's winning court cases. The Trump administration is being ordered to reinstate federal workers. He's losing bigly. He can't deport people with the Alien Enemies Act anymore, and that's been an ongoing feud. So he's losing. He's losing bigly. He's losing so much. Some people would say he's losing perhaps bigger than anybody's lost before. Now, it's all computer. It's get your all new Teslas today. It's all computer. So anyway, that's our Friday politics. Man, I hope that stupid ass parade, and he lost Elon. Oh yeah, and he's gonna lose that 100 extra million he thought he was getting too. Now, members of the P Boys group that were convicted for those riots on that day in January, they are trying to sue the United States, claiming political persecution. No, bro, you were committing crimes at the Capitol. Breaking and entering, you were beating police officers. That's not political persecution, bro. Like, you were breaking laws. You were threatening the lives of Congress members. You were threatening the life of the vice president. How the fuck are you suing the government? You were at a place you were not supposed to be. Yeah, so that's actually happening. They're not going to fucking win that. The lawsuit is trying to relitigate legal questions that cited against the group during a lengthy pre-trial period. Thank you so much, Shauna. Win Shauna, great name, by the way. Thank you, Shauna, for the live pro badge animation. We only got 6 left, folks. Let's knock those down. Win Shauna in the chat, please. The lawsuit filed in the federal district court in Orlando, Florida, came nearly 6 months after Trump offered an expansive grant of clemency to more than 1,500 people who had taken part in the riots. It was another attempt by the rioters to flip the script about what happened on that day and blame the Justice Department and the FBI for them committing crimes. Yeah, we're the party of law and order. We're the party of rule of law, unless it's taquitos. And then they're totally good. We're totally okay with it. Mr. Trump himself in the years since the event, thank you, Shauna, for the money pew pew, has repeatedly sought to rewrite the history of the riots, claiming it was a day of love, despite the fact that more than 140 police officers were injured by the mob. Win Shauna in the chat. Yeah. Then he also claimed that the Biden administration had unfairly prosecuted him and many of his allies. Again, stop committing crimes. It's a fucking simple solution to that. Stop fucking breaking the law. How about that? Mr. Law and Order. So we'll see what happens. Even if the lawsuit by the men does not succeed at trial, it is a theory possible that they could get payments from the Trump administration. So again, our tax dollars could go to a bunch of criminals. Crazy. But taquitos are worried about our tax dollars going to undocumented migrants that simply want to work here or are fleeing their countries of origin because of violence and threats against them. Shauna, thank you so much for the budding heart. I appreciate that. Win Shauna in the chat. What up, MLK? 6 more live pro badges to go. Let's get up to 200,000 likes. Y'all are doing fucking awesome. We will be back tonight like we always are during the evenings. But I do appreciate you being here with me. I thank you. You could be anywhere on a Friday afternoon, but you're here with the High Yeller Feller. You're here with the Milano Cookie. You're here with the Pepperidge Farm. It's very fucked up, James. Very disappointing. But again, not surprising. Yeah, not surprising. At least to me, it's not surprising. Surprising to anybody else in here? Not to me. Very fucked up. Very. But this is the world we live in. So, we'll see what happens. See you tonight? All right, Debs. I'll see you tonight. Appreciate you being in here. All you do. Now you listen here, Val. Why are you reading all them statistics and data? Yes, thank you, D-Town. So what else? What are we gonna do this weekend? What do y'all have any plans? What are we doing? What are we doing this weekend? What are we doing? D-Town? What are y'all doing? Hanging out with family? Not watching politics? Don't know yet? Cooking? Going to see a movie? Going to a ball game? What the fuck are you doing? Don't watch CNN or MSNBC. I know that. Love you, Felix. We'll see you later. Have I missed anything about the trip in 2026? Not yet. I got to get that email in. I was so busy this week, and Shauna had her surgery. So I've been looking after her. I will get to that email this weekend, though, and I'll get everybody an update. Thank you for reminding me, Kelly. Daughter's soccer game, then poolside. Nice. Protesting, of course, standing for our birthrights. Nice. Watching baseball. Cool. Going to daughter's softball. Nice. Good. Get away from politics if you can. Not watching Days of Our Lives. Good. Don't do that. If you can avoid the days, do it. She had surgery for a deviated septum. So she had that on Tuesday, and she's recovering. It's been rough. It's been a rough few days. She just hasn't been sleeping, a lot of pain. But yeah, she's hanging in there. We're getting all her medications, and she's resting now. Celebrating your daughter's 29th birthday. Congratulations, Stormy. That's awesome. NBA Finals, yes. Working the polls. Nice, Joy. So that's what happened, but she's hanging in there. She's okay. She's good. We're taking care of her the best that we can. And, it's only time. No, not really black eyes. Just some swollenness on the face, but not really the black eyes. No. No black eye like Elon. Yeah. She doesn't have an Elon black eye. Nope. Nice. Okay, Mass Appeal. I like it. What up, Brett Cross? What's going on, brother? We're winding down here. Tap that screen, share it live. Let's get up to 200,000 likes. Again, if you would like to help out on the live pro badge animation right above my head, That's where it is. We only need 6 more as a group. We got 210 people in here. We should be able to knock that down rather easily. That will help us get pushed out when we come back later. So that's why hitting those goals are important. So let's try to knock out 6 if we can. Okay? Let's try to do that if we can, all right? Let's do it. Live pro status is here is correct. Yes, that is here. I agree completely. Yes. Shauna, thank you so much for the Go Popular. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that greatly. Win Shauna in the chat. 5.5 million given to the family. I haven't heard that yet. I heard there's a lawsuit. I was just talking about it, Roswell, but that's pretty fucking ridiculous if that does end up happening. Thank you, Belinda. Yeah, appreciate you so much, Belinda. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Win Belinda in the chat. So, as always, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me here. Current events. The Elon Musk Trump saga continues. That should be interesting how that plays out. We're now trying to look at those files that are being blocked by Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. So that should be fucking interesting too. Should be fun times. Should be very fun times. What up, Don Vito? Thank you for the tiny diny. Smash those likes. I just heard the air come on. That was kind of loud. Tap the screen. Live Pro badge right up top if anybody wants to help out because we're almost at 200K. We're going to try to meet that goal before we get off. What's up, Deb? Shannon, thank you for the roses. What up, Wheeler? Thank you for the heart me. Good to see you. They're going to trash Elon. Yeah, I don't know. Don Vito. Yeah. Thank you so much. Shannon, thank you for the roses. Let's knock these Live Pro badges down, folks, so you know we can do it. Abuela, thank you so much. We're almost at 200,000, too. I'm going to be on for 10 more minutes, okay? 10 more minutes. So let's get as many Live Pro badges, as many likes as we can. Then I'm going to pop off, go check on Coach Shauna, go give the pups a little treat. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do in 10 minutes. So let's try to knock out these goals. Listen to Between Cooking Nice, Shannon. What are you cooking? I haven't decided what I'm cooking yet. Is it going to be scallops? Is it going to be shrimp? I got a nice piece of salmon from the fish market. We still have leftover chicken noodle soup, so I might give some of that to Coach Shauna tonight, too. I think I'm going to do these scallops, though. I think I'm going to do the scallops. I'm feeling the scallops. Oh, nice. Nice, Shannon. Homemade pizza's good. Very cool. Yeah, we'll see what I want to do. I don't know yet. If I'm going to do the scallops, I got to make sure I dry them out right now. Chicken and rice here. Nice. Any chicken tacos in honor of Taco Trump? Even though it's Friday. Let's knock out like 3 more. Can we get at least 3 more of these Live Pro badges? That's all. Let's get to 10. Let's get to an even fucking 10 if we could do that. Just 10 of them. I feel like tacos can be eaten at any time now because of the events going on with the current administration. I feel like look at Sue Lopez. Thank you, Sue Lopez. Win Sue Lopez in the chat for the Live Pro badge. Thank you, Sue Lopez. That was really nice of you. Win Sue Lopez. Who wants to follow the momentum and get a couple more of those Live Pro badges up there? Can you play our theme? Yeah, I'll close out with the theme. Yeah, when we get off, I'll close out with our theme of the week and make sure that Shannon and Mass Appeal really appreciate that. Thank you, Sulo. Appreciate that so much. Belinda, thank you for the little massage. I do need a massage. I could use another beach massage. Very sore today. Your high yeller feather's sore from the weights. He did a tremendous workout yesterday. He's really feeling it in the chest and the arms today. Very sore, very sore. Rob, thank you so much, my brother, for the Live Pro badge. Win Rob in the chat. I appreciate you, Rob. Drop that Rob sticker. We made 200,000. Now let's just try to knock out. We only got 4 more Live Pro badges. We might as well try to knock out the goal before we get off. Shauna, thank you so much for the marvelous. If you are making taquitos, make sure that they are thawed out and seasoned. You can't be an unseasoned fucking taquito like these Magas, okay? You got to have seasoning. Do not get caught slipping with unseasoned taquitos, okay? Nobody wants an unseasoned taquito. Win Rob in the chat. Again on the Live Pros badge. Thank you so much. Drop that Rob sticker in the chat. Y'all are fucking awesome. Magas are bland. They're not even thawed out. They're not even fucking thawed out. They're just some bland, fucking frozen. It is an even number. I got lucky 13 up there, but we'll see. If we can meet the goal, cool. 3 more. 3 more to meet the goal. That would be tremendous. Loving Critters said, fuck it, we're about to meet it. Thank you, Loving Critters. Win Loving Critters in the chat. We only got 2 more. I like spicy salsa, so I'm going to go with red. But it can be green if you put a lot of serrano peppers in it, okay? So I like the serranos as opposed to the jalapenos because serranos are spicier. Kelly Chris, win Kelly Chris in the chat on the live pro status. Now we only got one left. Thank you everybody for helping me meet this goal. That is fucking amazing. One left. Win Kelly Chris, win Lovin, win Rob. Who wants to be the last? Win Sue Lopez. Who wants to be the last giver of the live pro? And it's Kelly Chris. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, everybody, for allowing us to meet our goals. Thank you for all the taps today, all the shares, all the laughs. Come back tonight and join us. We'll cook. We'll hang out. Shelly, thank you for the heart me. Don Vito, thank you for the tiny daddy. We'll have the Oiler game on. We might run a couple Merkin battles to try to get some boost up if our team is here. Don Vito, thank you for the Mishka Bear. Don Vito, thank you for the roses. You are fucking amazing. I appreciate that. Win Kelly Chris. Win Don Vito. Oh yeah, we're doing great today. Yeah, we're doing so great. We're doing so great. We're doing awesome. And we'll come back and we'll do even more awesome tonight. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, Jess, for the heart me. Yeah, so thanks for the taps, the shares, the comments, the feedback, the subscriptions, the resubscriptions, the gifts, of course. And those of you that just listened, I appreciate you. I could never grow this community without you. I say that every day. I truly mean it. I value this community so much. Y'all are special to me. I hope I'm special to you. So thank you for all you do, all the support you provide to Coach Sean and I, all the compassion. We love it and appreciate it. Yeah, it was a crazy week. Thank you, Shannon. And yeah, to close out the week, I'll take you out with our theme song of the week. Oh shit, hold on. Fucking shit, shut off. Hold on. I got you. I gotta run it back. Hold on. I got you. Thank you, Sheila.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
So there you go. We'll close out the Friday show with the days of our lives. And we'll see you tonight, okay? Thank you, everybody. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We'll see you in a bit, okay? Thank you, everybody. You got to go out with some laughs, don't you? Love y'all. Peace.